this Justice Award, Ambassador Christian Wenaweser.
Well, thank you very much. I was told I can speak until the music goes back on, as things go at these events. But I think Angelina Jolie doesn't usually show up at the Oscars either, so there's no reason to feel bad. Thank you to the search committee for having found me in this very illustrious company. It is really a great honor for me to receive this award after President Gala this evening, who is one of the big supporters of the court. I had the pleasure and the honor to see him in his country, in Botswana, early this year, and he has made us the honor, and I'd like to thank me personally the honor to come to New York to this session of the Assembly. So I feel very humbled by this, and I thank you all very much for coming this evening. You know that I'm handing over the presidency of the Assembly tomorrow morning, so this is usually a dangerous moment to give people the floor, because that's when they do crazy things. But I cannot grant pardon to anybody. I can also not approve the budget, so I will just say a few things about my presidency. Patricia has been nice enough to mention some of the things that we have done together. Patricia, Wonsu, and the Secretary General have been an amazing support to me. The ICC is not a UN institution. It is an independent court, as you know, but for my work here, and I think for the success of the court, the support of the UN is absolutely key and essential. And this would not work if you were not behind it as individuals, and you have been, and that is amazing and wonderful, and I would like to thank you for that. My work for the ICC is, of course, in some ways a series of personal relationships and experiences, and my cooperation with individuals, many of whom are here tonight, and many of whom I will miss working with in this capacity, even though I certainly very much look forward to continue working with them. What I take away from this also is, as an individual, and as an individual that is honored tonight, that I think we can do great things if we know that we're part of something that is much bigger. And if we do not forget that, and if we always keep that common goal in mind, and then I do believe that we can do big things, and I do believe we have done very important things in the last 3 years. You know, for me, this presidency has had many emotional aspects and experiences. It has been frustrating, it has been inspiring, it has been motivating, it has been disappointing, it has been uplifting, and everything taken together has been extremely gratifying for me. I would like to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity to do what we have done. I remember, of course, many moments. I remember the moment when people thought that African states would withdraw in large numbers from the Rome Statute, which didn't happen, thanks to people like President Gala. I remember, of course, being in Kampala and people asking me about the crime of aggression in particular, and asking me, do you really want to do this? I do remember that, and I remember being in the Security Council on a Sunday evening this year, and looking around the table and seeing every permanent representative at that table raise their hands in favor of a referral of the Security Council to the ICC, including some who are skeptics of the court. I think we have done much, and my wish is that the next phase really will also take us to the next level. And the next level for me is, of course, having more states join. That will be important, but I think most importantly, to make the system work. And making the system work is what Patricia has said, making this really an age of accountability. And I think if you open the newspaper any day, you see that this is what people want. This is what people are looking for. People want accountability, and I think that time has come, and we have to seize that moment to make that happen. Now, a lot of people, as is customary, are now saying nice things to me and are giving me compliments, and I take them all. That's fine. But I'll tell you a story that contains the biggest compliment that I have received in the last 3 years. In the context of that trip that you just saw a bit of footage on to Uganda, I also went to Bunia in the DRC for 1 day, where the court, as you know, has a presence. And I was sort of picked up right from the plane and driven to a project that the Trust Fund for Victims has there, and it was a school that is done for girls that are former child soldiers, and that allows them to try to pursue a normal life after what they have gone through as child soldiers. And I addressed girls and I spoke with these girls, and it was an amazing event that slowly turned into a dance party. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Everybody started dancing, and there was this amazing, incredible energy. And then this girl came up to me and said to me, "One day I want to be like you." And to have that opportunity to be an inspiration to somebody like that was incredibly humbling